Hey, it's Drew Bentley here with Learn Guitar with Drew, and today we're going to take a look at add 9, 6, and sus chords and how they can be the better option. And we're also going to take a look at that song and how that song can be broken down into basic chords and kind of where that came from, and how you can do that with just basically any song. Start with basic chords and build off of that. We'll take a look at another example of a song that I had played with that one of my bandmates wrote. And then we're going to take a 4-chord progression and kind of do the same thing with that, kind of live in real time, and see how we can make those chords into a better, maybe different sounding chord progression song. But first, thanks so much for checking out the video. My name is Drew Bentley. The channel is called Learn Guitar with Drew. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, and in the comment section down below, you'll find lots of links for lots of stuff. Okay. This is a piece of music that I just played called Daydreams on my Bold Horizon album. Let's take a look at what I was doing here. First chord is an E sus over B. This is a B7 with a 7th in the bass. E major 9 over G sharp to an A altered chord. So this is again E sus over B, B7 with the 7th in the bass, E major 7, F sharp minor 11, so like a C major 7 chord. C major 11 chord, E sus over B, B7 with the 7th in the bass, C7 sharp 9, G13, C add 9, or C add 9, D add 9, E add 9. Same thing again, E sus over B, B7, E major 7, E major 9 over G sharp to an A altered again. This is like an augmented 9th chord. Back to the E sus over B, the B7 chord with the 7th in the bass, E major 7, F sharp minor 11, and this time it was a C major 11, C major sharp 11, major 7 sharp 11, C major 7 sharp 11. Has a Lydian note in it, that note. Back to E sus over B, B7 with the 7th in the bass, C7 sharp 9, G13, C over G, D over G, and then E over G. Okay, so when I wrote that, I kind of found those chords, but if I broke this down into what I call the lowest common denominator, we can see how this song would look really, really basic and almost like, like a triadal song. Check it out. If I play E first to B, these are the same chords, to E over E to A, E to B, then it was like E, F sharp, C, right? E, B, C sharp, G, C, D, E. Okay, it's pretty simple. So I can go around, we have E to B, E, A, E, B, E, F sharp, C again, E, and then like okay, so obviously that's really pretty simple chord progression. It's not nearly as good in my humble opinion. I like the jazzy sort of sound of maybe some bigger and better chords. So you can see the lowest common denominator, this is the same chord progression, you can hear it now. There's just a lot of more stuff going on at the top. Let's take another look at another example of a song. This is a song that Jeff of JD Strum, Jeff Drew Strum. That's the inside joke of our band. It's a longtime band. We have an album called Just Another Story. This song called Still Chasing, Jeff does this. So I love that chord progression. If I played that with the basic cowboy chords, we'd have. That's not bad, but it kind of sounds like Hootie and the Blowfish. Now, no offense to Hootie and the Blowfish. I wish I had written their songs. Those guys live on their own private islands. Great songwriters. Darius Rucker's a great songwriter. However, to me, that's a better option. This is an E with the 11 in the bass. This is a B minor 11 chord. So you can play the A chord, but this chord just sounds better to me. And same with this and same with this. So to me, the add 9, 6, and sus chords sound pastel. They don't sound like the triads do, which are sort of like basic colors, right? We're talking about colors and emotions and music, and it's all intertwined. It's that synesthesia kind of thing. To me, the add 9, 6, and sus chords are pastel colors. They're like vibrant, kind of like maybe like a fuchsia color, something like that. We're not talking about 7th chord, 9th chord, 11th chord, 13th chord necessarily. Kind of the dividing line between jazz and rock is sort of the 7th, right? So like the yacht rock bands from the early late 70s, early 80s, the Chicagos and Earth, Wind and Fire and Steely Dan and Little River Band. I mean, all that Hall & Oates, all those bands did such a great job of taking rock and throwing these jazz chords into it. And that's a great thing. And that's something I love to do as well. But this add 9, 6, and sus thing is kind of like, it's before we get that far. So if you play piano, you have 10 fingers, right? And piano players tend to play the 7th all the time. They always play the 7th when they play their chords because they have so many fingers. They got to find something to do with them. So you can't play the root 12, 10 times. So these guys, though, I'm not playing a 7th yet. For the most part, I'm just playing the add 9, 6, or sus. Now, I'm going to get into great detail about what those things mean in future lessons. We'll talk about what they mean exactly, specifically, theoretically, how to play them in the first position, how to use them to write songs, how to move them up the guitar neck. I have a number of different ways and things I've come up with to learn how to play these up and down the guitar neck and intertwine with the cage system. But today we're just taking a look at how they sound as a better chord option. If you already know how to play these chords, that's great. You can just throw these in right now. If you don't, stop back at the channel. I'll have more stuff about this and just go out and research what they are and learn how to play these guys. So they're awesome chords. Okay, so let's take a look at maybe like a D chord. So kind of a standard progression. We'll do B minor next. We'll do A, and we'll do G. So I didn't do the other order of chords because it would sound like Pachelbel's Canon if I did that the other direction. So let's say we do 2 measures for each chord. This is gonna be our song. This could be a good song already, I'm sure. Let's do some stuff with add 9, 6, and sus chords. Okay, so you can use your add 9, 6, and sus chords either as a fixed chord or moving through the notes. So here I did, that's the 11, or the sus to the 5th, that's the add 9 to the root, and that was the sus up there. So how many songs do that? I mean, like, I don't know, 50 billion songs do that. Then we have this guy here, I took that off, that's the 9, that's the 11, back to the 3rd. Here was the sus, 3rd, 9, 3rd, and then G to G6. So what if I did something different? What if I did like a... And that's a 9 up there instead of the sus, okay? So what if I do something like this? That's cool. So let's take a look at what I'm doing here. I'm playing, let's say, a D chord. Here I played a D sus. the sus now is where my pinky is. So this, like, either the motion happens like this or it doesn't. I can just go like this. Instead of playing the D chord altogether, I can just go, that could be my D chord. That sounds beautiful to me. I can play B minor 11 for my B chord. That sounds beautiful to me. Like maybe like an A sus here like this, and then maybe like a G6. Right, so now I'm doing my song like okay, and here I did like a D chord, and then that's the 9 of D here, so I can go like. A here. Okay, that's kind of cool. A couple little bad notes there, but you get the idea. Now, what if I go play the D here? Do that. Do, re, mi, fa. So, obviously, that would be like lights. I could do something like that. Okay, so now I'm moving a lot of notes around, playing D add 9, some kind of B minor 7, or actually I shouldn't say 7, B minor 11 chord, like that, maybe like an A sus like this, and so I'm playing A sus here, and then I'm playing, that's actually an A add 9, or A sus is here. So the G chord, I can play the G6 instead of playing the G chord, so that sounds cool. So basic chords again are I can do anything I want to with those. So like D. So there's so many different options to do with just the add 9, 6, and sus chords. It's like a little carnival of guitar. But it all starts with doing those chords as a substitute instead of playing your basic meat and potatoes chords, which are cool. We could do so many different variations of that. So hopefully this was fun for you. Please stop back again for more lessons on the channel. I post them all the time. We're going to get into a deeper dive into how these chords actually work and how to apply them to your guitar playing. Hope you had fun watching the video, and as always, I can't wait to see you at the next lesson.